Hey guys, so we're trying something new today. Let's talk about the activity that I had you read in your RPJ. This first one, you see the little fish Nemo up there. So essentially, we're looking at how stories relate to graphs, and so I'm asking you to take a look at the graph that they made in this particular situation. They suggested a story. It could be that there's 175 gallons in a tank and it takes an hour for 25 gallons to drain. That's actually the slope right there, because the amount of gallons is decreasing while the time runs on. So the rise, or in this case the fall, is -25, and the run is 1, because that's the number of hours for every 25 gallons. They made the table down at the bottom. You can see where the x and y intercepts are. The y-intercept, remember, is where x is equal to 0. So here's my x-axis, here's 0. The y-intercept is 175, and that goes with gallons. So that means when no time has passed, there's 175 gallons in the tank. That means that's the starting amount. If the x-intercept is 7, because when y is equal to 0, when there's no more water left in the tank, it has taken 7 hours to drain. So that's where they came up with that one. We're going to skip down to activity 3, which instead of writing a story for that same graph, we're going to look at a different graph here. So it says to create a graph, or to graph this line. So let's take a look. We've got a y-intercept of 150 right here, and it's an x-intercept of 5. So it's going to look something like that. Oops. So when I start talking about maybe a story that could go with that, I'm thinking about something that could have 150 feet, and it would be decreasing 30 feet per second. That's pretty fast. Something that might be at 150 feet, maybe it's a toy plane, like a remote. That would be perfect. This would fit with my son exactly. So a remote control plane is flying at 150 feet and begins a descent at 30 feet per second. It will take 5 seconds to get to the ground, hopefully, and not crash. Let's take a look at the other one. This has a y-intercept of 200, so let me graph that line. Y-intercept of 200 is going to look like this. The x-intercept is 8 months. And maybe what's a story that would start at 200 and subtract 25? Oh, I know. See, I've got my dog right next to me. I don't know if you can see her. That's Bella. She's taking a nap right now. Let's see. $200. Let's say I budget $200 for dog food. I spend $25 every month. Okay. My budgeted amount will be depleted by 8, or in 8 months. That means I need more money so that Bella can have more food. Right, but you can have something like that. But don't forget too, each one of your graphs should have a title. So this is the RC plane. And it should have labels on the axes. This one's feet. And this one down here is time in seconds. I actually didn't do a good job. This one should have been something in feet, so height in feet. So we've got to make sure we've got good labels on everything. And just for for time's sake, I'm just not going to finish that one, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so next thing I asked you to do was move on to the practice page. So why don't you go ahead and do that now and then come back and view the next video. Okay, thanks.